It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between our visitors and the Detroit Lions. Bates now, ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. This return starts at the 5. Things going well so far. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback will sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Great. 180.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10, here's Hurts. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
No touch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they're going to get just inside that red zone. A big play down to the 19. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
A give right side. Here's Bigsby. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. He gets 2 there, and it sets up 2nd and goal from the 5.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Running left. This is Barkley. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9.
Great, set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Black Knights finish up an excellent opening series. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Black Knights will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff taking it right to the air. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Andrew McCullough attacking to make that stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
180. Hey, 76.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks like a little short of the 35. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Goff now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
That's pulled in by the rookie out of Oklahoma. Hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Lions have a 1st down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Shot. Black 20.
From the gun, Goff. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. So So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. So you wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Hardball. We go tonight.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. All right, 3rd and 15 now following that delay of game.
180. 14. 14.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. It could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Great. Set. 180.
Hurts now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Great. Set.
Hurts on first down. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Great. Set. 180.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from 37. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Running right, it's Barkley. Robbed by the first down he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's no home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set. Get him, get him.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. You take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second and 6 coming up here. They go play fake with Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball. Don't put it in harm's way.
Jake Elliott on now to attempt this field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Elliott connects there. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. He's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
We go tonight. 180.
1st down throw from Goff. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
We go tonight. Hey, tonight.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. It's Reed Blankenship making the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
What's that?
Goff on 3rd. That heater's going to fall to the turf. No luck finding his receiver that time. 4th down coming up.
Jack Fox in
The Lions readying for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I know, aggressive call on second.
27-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing here hurts. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to the line. This is 2nd and 4. Hurts yet again. Look at that power, deep left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Now gone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Taking a shot deep here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Takes it at the 4. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 16-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. All the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 37 on the play. And that gives him the 1st.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down. To the ground with Barkley. And a decent run gets him out 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big deal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Third and long. They're going to throw. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He has the 1st over the middle. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he is in. Touchdown. The Black Knights will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Black Knights double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
What's that?
Here's a design run. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
The Lions take over.
Seven oh Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like 4 a.m. and 9